Hi everyone. I think we're live. I hope we're live. If anyone else from the Benedetti Foundation is watching and for some reason there's a problem, send me a text now. I'll give it a couple minutes just before we get started. Yay! Oh, we're live. Hooray. Excellent. All right. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Elena. I am a violinist and yoga teacher and Benedetti Foundation tutor. It is so wonderful to be with you again live. This time I'm in London. I was in the United States before during the first part of lockdown, so it's so nice to be well with you in my new space here in London. So today we're just going to go through a nice short yoga session full of moves that are hopefully really yummy for your body. As usual, do what feels right for you. Only you can know what it feels like to be inside your own body. I can't know that. No one else can know that. So if anything I'm saying doesn't feel quite right, if you want to make modifications, please do so. If you want to do something else entirely, I will not be offended. I'll give you some cues, but they're just a suggestion, so feel free to express any feelings inside your body or your mind or your heart in any way that feels right for you. We are actually going to begin in a child's pose. We won't be sitting, so if you have a block or anything, you can just move it to the side. Keep it handy in case you want to use it later. But we will get started today in a child's pose. So you can start on all fours. Bring your knees open wide, about mat's width distance. If you're not using a mat, just pretty wide. Bring your big toes to touch and just sit your heels down towards your hips any amount. And then it's up to you. You can walk your hands forward. You can even tent your fingers for a more active stretch under the armpits. You can bring them down by your ankles. And then just try and relax your forehead any amount closer to the ground. If you want to use a block or something to prop it up, you're absolutely welcome to. Just try and find a sense of calm and grounding and really let gravity do its thing here. Just melt into the space. I'll keep my head up a little bit just so that my voice isn't muffled. So this is our child's pose where we will begin today. You can take any wiggles, maybe moving your hips from side to side. You can relax your lips. Release any tension in the jaw. And just start to feel your space, whether you're on a mat or maybe carpet or even grass. Feel your space begin to support you. Yoga is something we can turn to at any time. You might have noticed that I've got some paint splatters on my arms today. I was just painting. So it doesn't matter what you've been doing, if you've been exercising or practicing your instrument or just sitting around, it's always a good time to take a little yoga break. So start to tune into your breath. Notice how it feels today, this Wednesday, at this moment. Notice if breathing in this child's pose with the sort of upside down perspective makes your breath feel any different. No worries, no need to judge, just notice. And then on your next inhale, maybe think about drawing more air into your belly. Let it puff out, graze the inner thighs or maybe the floor. And on your exhale, think of hollowing out the belly. Take some breaths at your own pace, thinking of filling up the belly and maybe even the lower back. See if you can feel the back side of your body even more, like a big balloon. And each time you exhale, feel if you can drop further into your space. And then maybe bring your attention towards your ribs. Feel them draw out to either side. Again, maybe rubbing up against your legs. Notice what that feels like. And then maybe turn your attention to your chest, your heart space, to your upper back. And just observe what it feels like to breathe into your chest and upper back, maybe your shoulders in your child's pose here. Front and back side of the body filling and releasing. And then maybe take a couple breaths connecting all the parts of your middle body. So filling up your belly, ribs, and chest on an inhale. And exhaling through your chest, your ribs, and your belly on an exhale. Take a few more breaths at your own pace. And if you'd like to set an intention for the next 25 minutes, maybe for your practice, for your yoga, or maybe for later in the day if you're planning to practice your instrument, maybe it can be an intention for the rest of your week, something you'd like to accomplish or focus on. And if you can't think of an intention, don't worry. Maybe just bring into your mind someone you love or someone who needs a little extra love and dedicate your class to that person. And then after your next inhale, take a big deep breath in. Crawl your fingers out forward to the top of your space and then walk them over to the right side of your space. For a nice side bend here. Think of drawing your hips towards your heels so we really root through our hip bones, our glute muscles. And feel an opening on the left side body. The ribs are peeling open, giving us more space to breathe. Maybe stretching all the way through the fingertips for one more breath. And then exhale, walk your fingertips back to the center. Take a breath in here. And exhale, walk them over to the left or the other side, whichever you haven't done yet. And you can experiment with tenting your fingertips, maybe placing the palms on the ground, perhaps one hand on top of the other. And this time, root through your right hip. Really feel a big stretch along the right side body, giving your lungs more space to breathe all along the right side. One more breath in here. And then exhale, walk your fingers back to center. Come up just to sit on your heels for a few moments. Take a couple of wrist rolls. You know they're my favorites if you've practiced with me before. You can either make gentle fists or maybe open up your fingers, see what that feels like. And then go in the opposite direction. We're going to be on all fours for a little while. I think it's important that we start building a little bit more strength in our wrists and our forearms and our arms, all that good stuff, so that playing the violin actually feels easier in the long run, or playing whatever it is that you play. So a couple more wrist rolls, and then we're going to make our way onto all fours in what we call a tabletop position. So real quick glance down. We want our knees about hip width distance, that's about 2 fists. And then our feet just disappear behind our knees. Hips stack right over knees. Shoulders stack right over wrists. But if at any time the weight gets too much for your wrists, just walk your hands forward a little bit. That'll decrease the load. If you can, shoulders over wrists. Fingers facing forward for now. And just press the mat away from you and see how that engages your arms and all the way up into the upper back. We really want that engagement at all times. And then turn the wrists so that they face each other, fingers fan outwards, and we're just going to make a couple circles with our upper body. Extending into the wrists, maybe a new sensation for you, so take it easy. Make your circles really gentle, and like I said, you can walk your hands forward at any point if the load is too much. And then reverse the direction of your circle if you haven't already. Couple more here. And then return the fingers so that they face forward. Again, hands under shoulders if you can. And then we're going to do something I call shoulder flossing. So rather than cat and cow, moving the pelvis, we'll do that in a little bit. We're going to draw the shoulder blades towards each other on the back and then push them away so that the space in between the shoulder blades grows broader. So you can glance up and look at me a couple times. My pelvis is staying neutral, but I'm just shortening and broadening the space between my shoulder blades. So whenever you feel like you have the hang of it, come and join me. You can maybe coordinate one breath per movement. Just starting to articulate our shoulder blades, feeling the space underneath them. It's kind of a tough place to reach in terms of getting those muscles working, getting them stretched. But a little bit of this shoulder flossing work is really great for knowing where your shoulder blades are in space, which is very useful when we're playing our instruments. So take a couple more rounds of this flossing. You might start to feel warmer, you might be getting sweaty. All right, and then let that evolve naturally into some cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly towards the ground, shine the tailbone, gaze up. And exhale, round the back like an angry Halloween cat. Tuck your tailbone underneath you, bring the chin to the chest. That's your cat. Inhale to a cow, really drop your belly as low as you can. Shine your heart through. And exhale, round the back. Tuck the chin, hollow out the belly. Cow, cat. Take a couple more rounds, coordinating movement with your rhythm of breath. And then notice whether this cat and cow sequence makes you want to do anything else. Maybe it makes you want to circle out your hips. Maybe turn the body from side to side. So really take ownership of your body and your practice. Like I said, only you know what it feels like to be inside your body. So if your body wants something, just take that movement or motion or wiggle or stretch. Couple more moments here. Nice. And then bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. And extend your right leg back, tuck the toes under, and just give yourself a little calf stretch, the back side of the right leg, so you can rock forward and backward, really stretching it out. And then move your left shin over to the left a little bit, so like tick-tock it like the hand of a clock to about 7 or 8 o'clock. Spiral your right heel down so that the foot comes flat on the floor. We've got our little kickstand with our arm here. And then inhale, sweep the right arm up, reach tall towards the ceiling or over towards the front of your space. This is our gate pose. So we've got a nice arc all the way from the base of the right foot through the right fingertips. Think of shining your right hip up towards the sky. Any more? And then exhale, unwind, come back to all fours and just notice the difference between both sides. I know we're doing a lot on our wrists, we're almost done. But if you're not experiencing sharp shooting pain, we never want that. It's really good for building strength. All right, extend the left foot back this time, tuck the toes under, and then you can rock back and forth, giving yourself a little stretch on the underside of your left leg. And then tick-tock that right shin over to the right, spiral the left heel down, plant the left foot. You can adjust your right hand any amount. And then inhale, reach up tall with the left hand. Oh, I really have a lot of paint on this arm. You can either reach for the sky or towards the front of your space. And think of making a beautiful rainbow, pointing your hip up towards the sky. One more breath here. And then exhale, unwind to all fours. Nice. Extend one leg back, doesn't matter which, and then the other. Maybe just pedal out the knees here in a plank. We're not going to stay here, I promise. And then start to walk your feet closer to your hands towards the top of your space. When you reach the top, While we're down here, go ahead and measure in between your feet. So put 2 fists together, place them in between the balls of your feet. That's about the distance we want our feet. And then parallel the edges so that the outsides of the feet are parallel, like train tracks or number 11. And then here you can take a little freestyle moment, shake the hips, wag your tail, bend one knee and then the other. Let any negative or unhelpful thoughts tumble out of the top of your head. Just let them spill right out onto the mat. Let the lips go. Release the jaw. Relax the lips. And then root the feet into the ground and start to roll yourself up to stand. One vertebra at a time, stacking on top of the next. When you reach the top, maybe take a couple shoulder circles. Nice. All right, we're upright. We're just going to do a quick stack of our body so we'll be in good alignment. So press the feet down into the ground so they're parallel, they're rooted, toes are spread nice and wide, but they could be wide as well. Activate the thighs. We really want to turn them on. So imagine you're squeezing something in between your thighs. Pelvis is neutral, so drop the tailbone down to the floor any amount. Engage through your core, not just the front, but also the sides and the back. Collarbones are nice and open. You can imagine they're smiling. You can roll the shoulders down the back a couple times. Bring the palms to face forward just to encourage that opening. Reach the crown of the head up to the sky like someone is pulling you up by a little piece of string. And then tuck the chin in slightly so that the ears float over the shoulders. Nice. Take a couple breaths here. You can either turn your attention to your belly or your ribs or your chest. And then we're going to take a couple rounds of a little instrumental flow. So if you play a string instrument, you can bow with me. If you play a different sort of instrument, you can imagine breathing into your musical instrument. So everyone, on an inhale, sweep your arms out and up overhead. And exhale, lower them into the position that you use to take your instrument. String players, go with me. Anyone else, you can just freestyle. You know how to breathe into your instrument. So inhale your bow to the frog. Exhale, play the most beautiful down bow you've ever heard. Really imagine the sound and use your breath to guide it. Inhale, come back to the frog. Exhale, breathe, and then play your down bow. One more time. Inhale to the frog. Exhale, down bow. Pause when you get to the tip. Inhale and play an up bow. Exhale, circle back to the tip. Inhale to your up bow. Exhale, circle to the tip. And one more time. Inhale, up bow. When you reach the frog, stay there. Exhale, down bow. Inhale, up bow. Exhale, down bow. And start to find your own rhythm. If my words are too quick or too slow, you can go at your own pace. Just really imagine that you're playing your instrument and you're using the breath to make your sound. Just like a singer or a wind or brass player. Take one more full round. When you're done, bring your hands by your side, and we'll do a little more traditional flow. Inhale, sweep the arms down, out, and up, reach tall. Exhale, put a bend in your knees, hinge forward, all the way to the ground. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, press the palms of your hands to your shins, lengthen to a flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward once more. Inhale, start to round up to a standing position, unfurling. When you reach the top, sweep the arms out to the side and up overhead, palms come to touch. Exhale, drag your palms down to your heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, come forward. Exhale, press the hands to shins and press your shins into your hands as well. Reach forward with the crown of your head. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, roll yourself up to standing. At the top, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come to the center of the chest. Let's add on from here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. At the top, interlace your fingers and turn your palms towards the ceiling. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can just keep like a pistol grip. Inhale one more time to grow taller. And exhale, press your hips to the left, fingertips to the right, creating a big side bend, this time on the left side. If you're going the opposite way, it doesn't matter. Just pick a side and bend towards it. Take a couple breaths here, really lengthening through the whole body, rooting your feet. One more inhale. And exhale back up to center. Inhale to grow taller. And exhale in the opposite direction. So really press your hips in the opposite direction of where your fingertips are pointed. Make a big arc on the right side of your body, like you're draping yourself over a beach ball. One more breath in. And exhale back up to center. Take your interlaced hands behind your head, kind of like you're just hanging out in a hammock, gazing up at the clouds. And maybe here, use the support of your hands to gaze up further. Maybe open the heart a little bit more. Gentle back bend. And exhale, release your hands. Bring them behind your back. You can bring fingertips to touch or make a fist, or you can just grab for opposite forearms. Take a couple shoulder circles here. One more inhale to grow tall. And exhale, hinge forward, bending at the knees. You can drag your fist with you up towards the sky, or you can release it at any time. I find this is a really nice chest opener, especially if I've been playing a lot, or typing or texting. And then release your hands if you haven't already. Inhale to a flat back, reach forward through the crown of your head. Exhale to fold. Inhale, roll yourself up to standing. Sweep the arms up at the top. Exhale, drag your palms to the center of your chest. Nice, you guys. We'll keep going. Inhale, sweep your arms around and up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to a flat back. Imagine you can balance a pizza box on your back. Exhale, fold forward. This time, plant the hands on the ground. Inhale, step the right foot back up, big step, and then tap the knee down. Bring your hands to frame your front foot. Inhale and bend into that left knee so we get a nice opening on the right thigh, quad muscle. And exhale, drag your hips back towards your heels. Any amount, you can fold over the front leg. Inhale to center, left knee stacks over left heel. Plant the right hand into the ground. And inhale, sweep your left arm up to the sky, opening into a nice twist. Really feel broad through the chest here as you reach tall. One more breath in. Exhale the left hand down. Slide the left knee back to meet the right. We're in our all fours position. Inhale to a cow pose. So arching the spine, gazing up. Exhale, round the back, hollowing out the belly, tuck the chin into the chest cap. Inhale to a neutral spine, tent the fingers to give yourself a little more space. And inhale, slide the right foot in between the two hands. Inhale to bend into that right knee, opening up along the front side of the left thigh this time. Exhale, slide the hips back towards the heel, any amount. Fold over that front leg. Inhale back to center, right knee stacks over right heel. Really secure yourself through your lower half, drag the inner thighs towards each other, and inhale, sweep both arms up to reach tall. Keep the tailbone tucked under you a bit so we don't compress the lower back. Inhale one more time, reach tall. And exhale the fingertips down to the ground. Curl the back toes under, come off of your back knee. And step the left foot up to meet the right. Nice. Inhale to a flat back, reach tall. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, round yourself up. At the top, sweep the arms up. Exhale, palms to heart space. We'll do the other side. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale to hinge forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands. This time, inhale, step the left foot back a big step. Gently tap the knee down. Tent the fingers on either side of the front foot. Inhale, bend into the right knee, gaze up. Exhale to slide the hips back towards the heel. Inhale, right knee stacks over right heel. Plant the left hand into the mat. And inhale, sweep the right arm up towards the ceiling. Reach tall, open through the chest. Give yourself a gentle twist here. Exhale the right hand down, slide the right knee back. Inhale to a cow pose. Exhale to a cat. Nice. It's our meditation in motion here. Inhale to a neutral spine, tent the fingers. Inhale the left foot in between the two hands. Inhale to bend into the left knee. Gaze up, shine the heart through. Exhale, slide the hips back towards the heel, fold forward. Inhale to neutral. Really stabilize through your base. Drag the inner thighs towards each other. And inhale, sweep both arms up. Reach super tall here. Notice whether you're crunching into the lower back. Tuck the tailbone down. One more breath to reach tall. And exhale, arms come down to frame the face. Slide the left knee back. This time just simply open up the knees nice and wide, bring the big toes to touch, and once again, let's come into our child's pose. Nice work, everyone. You can wiggle the hips from side to side. Maybe do a little dance. Oh, there's so much I want to do with you, but half an hour is just so short. Okay, I'll probably go over time, so if any of you have to leave, I totally understand. And then walk your fingers up to sit. You can just slide your feet out from under you, swing them to one side, and then come to sit here. So toes out in front of you, towards the front of your space. Let's inhale, hug the right knee in, really tight, give it a good squeeze. And then open the knee out to the side like the pages of a book. So you've got two options here. You can either crawl your fingertips on either side of the left leg, flex the toes. You can reach for your left leg for a nice hamstring stretch, but try and keep the spine nice and long. So that's option one. Or you can take the left hand across to the right knee for a little twist. And then inhale, sweep the right arm up and arc over towards the left toes. Doesn't matter if you're super far away from the toes. Either way, try and root the sitting bones down into the ground. Have as long a spine as you can, even if you're in this side bend. And then we focus on the hamstring stretch underneath the left leg. Take one more breath in, whichever variation you've picked. And then inhale to come up. Hug the right knee in one more time, and then hop the foot to the outside of the left leg for a little outer thigh twist here. Glute muscle. And then give yourself a hug with the crook of your left elbow. Hug that right knee in extra tight. Plant your right hand at the base of your spine like a kickstand. And then inhale, grow taller through the crown of your head once more. And then exhale, start to twist over, gazing towards your right, over your right shoulder. We'll take a couple breaths here, inhaling always to lengthen, and exhaling to deepen your posture. Take one more round of breath here. Maybe see something new. And then slowly unwind. Extend the right leg out in front of you. You can tap the knees or just be still and notice any difference between the two legs. And then we'll do the other side. So inhale, hug the left knee in, peel it out, open to the side. Sole of the left foot touches the right inner thigh. And then once again, you've got two options. Either way, sit your tailbone down into the ground, lengthen through the crown of the head, and then you can either reach for your right leg, keep the right toes flexed. You can always bend that extended leg also, just to keep the spine nice and long. Or you can twist across, inhale the left arm up, and arc over, reaching towards the right toes. You pick, yogi's choice. One of the coolest things about this practice is taking ownership of the body. And this is a really important lesson that I've learned that's transferred into music. Only I know how it feels to be me. And this is something I practice on the mat. And it definitely trickles into my practicing the violin, the performing the violin. Inhale yourself up. Nice. Hug the left knee up towards the ceiling. Hop the left foot over to the outside of the right leg. Hug your left knee in with your right elbow. Kickstand your left hand, the base of your spine, and then inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. And here, think about making more space in between every bone of your spine so that then you can twist it a little deeper, like you're wringing out a wet towel. Take a couple breaths here, moving in a way that feels right for your body. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then slowly come back to center. Extend both legs. You can tap out the knees. Maybe you can fold over both extended legs for a moment. Just relaxing the head. Nice. Then roll yourself up. We don't have time, sadly, for a nice extended Shavasana. But I invite you to join me just for a few last moments in a comfortable seat, or if you'd like to lie down, you're more than welcome to do so. I'll just guide a few moments of final breathing and relaxation. So take any position that's comfortable for you. You can lie on the ground, you can come back to a child's pose, you can sit with me like this. Wherever you are, take a couple deep breaths. Maybe close your eyes. Take any final movements that feel delicious for you. So maybe that's a couple shoulder rolls, a couple more wrist rolls. If you're seated, maybe you drop one ear to one shoulder and then the other. Ask yourself what it is you need, what you want. And then just settle into relative stillness and return to the breath. Feel the belly expand, lower back expand, and feel the belly empty. Feel the rib cage fan out to either side with every inhale, and the bones contract with every exhale. And then fill the space around your heart with every inhale. And with every exhale, feel supported by the ground as you nestle in. Know that this practice is always available to you. You don't need anything except yourself, your body, your heart, your intuition. And it is here for you to help you cultivate deeper awareness of how your body feels and of what your heart needs. So wherever you are, I invite you to place your palms together and start to rub them as quickly as you can, generating electricity, warmth, energy. Rub, 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 rub. And then cup your hands over your eyes. Drink in that warmth, that energy that you have created all for yourself. Let it nourish you. And then blink your eyes open. Drink in that delicious darkness inside your palms. And then you can lower your hands one more time. Rub the palms together. All right, so much heat. You can feel the heat from all of you in my own palms. Rub, 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 rub. And then place your hands over your heart. Feel all that you have cultivated for yourself. Maybe revisit your intention or your dedication. And know that you have everything within you to make it happen. So take your time getting up. Take your time doing everything today. It was such a pleasure and honor to be with you again, guiding you in some movement. My name is Elena. I'll be around if you have any questions. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again very soon. Be sure to check out all that the upcoming mini virtual sessions have to offer here at the Benedetti Foundation. And in 2 weeks, my very best friend and colleague and amazing violinist and yogi, Melissa White, will be joining me to lead you through some more movement. So I'll be here if you've got any questions. Take your time getting up, moving forward, and I will see you soon. I'll come over to the camera here. Yay! Hi everyone! Look at all you people! Yay! Oh my goodness! Amazing. Oh, Sua. It doesn't matter if you're flexible, if you're strong, if you need to build either of those things. It will all come. It only matters how it feels. Oh, my mom came. Hi, Mom. Yay. Oh, you're all very nice. Well, if anyone thinks of a question, definitely send it my way. Definitely come back for Melissa in 2 weeks and have a look around the Benedetti Foundation's website for all the info on the upcoming mini sessions. All right, you guys. Well, you can always reach out to me, Elena Uriosti, if you are interested in more yoga for musicians. You can visit Intermission or Intermission Sessions on Instagram. We've also got a free app, Intermission app. And just let me know if you've got any questions, comments, concerns, and I'm always here for you. So I hope to see you again very soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Oh, have a question. Will you be doing this again? Well, the next Wellbeing Wednesday will be with Melissa, my friend and partner in all of this. And maybe, I don't know, I'm always very happy to lead movement for the BF. How to calm yourself when frustrated. Oh my gosh, if only I knew. I would say calming, generally for me at least, starts with the breath. So if I can just focus myself to take a few deep breaths, a visualization tool that helps for me a lot is visualizing those 3 parts of my midsection, so the belly, the ribs, and the chest. And if I can really expand and contract those areas to the fullest degree, I can feel my heart rate lower, I can feel my mind calm. So the breath is always a good place to start, even if you just close your eyes and notice how it feels. Another interesting thing to experiment with is if if you're feeling frustrated, just taking a moment and noticing where that frustration is showing up in your body. So what is the physical manifestation of that feeling? Is the heart racing? Do you feel it in your throat? Do you feel it in your stomach? Do you feel hot? So just taking a moment to notice how it is that you feel in your body when you feel that way, in your mind or in your heart. And then using the breath to kind of like dispel it all, I would say has been really helpful for me. All right, everyone. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.